Alright, you guys, short one here. Christmas is great, and what else is great? Sonic. And there was a Sonic Christmas special called Sonic Christmas Blast. It's technically a finale episode for Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but it aired like 3 years afterward during the Dark Age of Sonic. I mean the Dark Age, I mean the actual Dark Age, when there's barely any Sonic media out there. Everyone thought the franchise was going to be dead. And not the late 2000s, when there's a lot of stuff out there, just because something wasn't the best quality, I mean it was the Dark Age. Alright? I don't get why that's considered the Dark Age of Sonic. The late 90s was the Dark Age. After Sonic 3 and until Sonic Adventure, that was the Dark Age. Anyway, Sonic Christmas Blast is a Sonic Christmas special, and since it's based off Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, so this is Santa. Well, not really. He's obviously a robot, but these weird human characters don't know that. And, of course, he's like, I retire, and I'm going to let this fat ass named Robotnik be the new Santa. And little Bucktooth Timmy here is really sad about that, but we don't really give a shit about him because he's... So Robotnik here is like, give me all your toys, you little brats, and your parents better shop for them, and fuck you all, basically.
Who planned to give Robotnik claws for Christmas?
Me? Give you?
No, Pingers!
So what's Sonic doing? Well, this is, remember Sally Acorn? Yeah, she's not really into any media nowadays, but back in the day, that was like Sonic's main girlfriend, I guess. Well, in America, and in Japan, and I guess the rest of the world, she really wasn't a main character. Actually, Australia had a statue dedicated to her in the Sega world. But anyway, she's actually in this show, despite the fact that she hasn't appeared at all in any of the episodes, because she was in the Sonic SETIAM, and now Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, she was pink for some reason. I know she was pink in the early comics, but never in any of the TV show. So Sonic's like, I need to get her a gift because I want to fuck her. Or I'm going to cry because she's going to marry somebody else. Like, what kind of cover is this? Like, who thought this was a good idea for a Sonic cover? Also, why does Sonic's shoes look like that? They don't look like that at all in the comic. Like, who does... I was looking at this image. I've seen it before multiple times, but I was looking at it, like, look how awkward and ugly it looks. Like, geez Louise, his shoes are wrong, his quills look awful. He has tan eyelids. I know he has tan eyelids sometimes, but just the way it looks is disgusting. Like, the more you look at it, the worse it gets. For some reason, there's some ugly Sonic comic art. Once in a while, you get good stuff, but sometimes you'll get some awful, atrocious stuff like this. Anyway, I'm digressing way too much. So Bart Simpson here is crying because they're going to take his house. And by taking his house, I mean they completely destroy it. I mean, look at that. That thing's not salvageable at all. He can't live in that anymore. So Sonic's like, I'm going to destroy all your shit because fuck you, Scratching Ground, or you can suck my hedgehog. And they go out like little bitches. Then Sonic puts on this very clever disguise, which we can't tell it's him because obviously just some guy with a mustache. And he tells him, get in the garbage can or else, motherfucker. Also, Sonic's on a bicycle for some reason. He's supposed to be really fast on his feet, but I didn't know he's fast on a bike. But yeah, Sonic frees Santa here, who's a little bit of a pussy. He's like, I can't do jack shit, you gotta help me do all this shit. And Sonic's like, okay, I'll do it. So Robotnik, with his clothes that don't fit, is rummaging through his presents that he got. He's so happy, but unfortunately for him, Sonic takes all his presents. And of course, he's naked. Also, Sonic's like, I got you all these gifts, so give me some head, bitch. So this Santa says one of the weirdest things ever.
It's time for me to retire and turn my job over to you.
Yeah, Sonic literally becomes Santa Claus, and that's how it ends. This is how the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog ends. Sonic is Santa now. I'm not even joking. I mean, he was born on Christmas Island, so I guess it makes sense. Well, I can see why no one else talks about this special. It's so forgettable. Like, I actually watched this twice in 2 sittings, and I was like, okay, there's not much else to talk about, or the fact that Sonic becomes Santa at the end. Like, okay, he's Santa Claus now. I guess it makes sense, he is really fast, he can deliver presents really fast, I guess, but yeah, it's very weird. It's also weird that, like I said, a special based on Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, that show, at this point hasn't aired for like 3 years, instead of being its own thing. It's very strange. It's like, it feels half-assed and thrown together at the last minute. But yeah, if you're interested, it's only 20 minutes. It's on YouTube and other places too, so I guess you can watch it like that. Some people watch it as a tradition. I'm probably not going to be one of those because it's too bland. But hey, at least I watched it.